the mermaid, and her sparkly friends. The quest for the golden conch. Once upon a time, in a shimmering underwater kingdom called Coral Cove, there lived a cheerful mermaid named Marina. Marina had long flowing hair the color of seaweed and a tail that sparkled like the sun on the waves. She loved exploring the ocean. But her favorite thing of all was spending time with her two best friends, Sheldon the seahorse and Stella the starfish. Sheldon was a tiny seahorse with a curly tail and a big smile. He loved zooming through the water, doing flips and spins. Stella, on the other hand, was a bright pink starfish who liked to take things slow. She loved clinging to rocks and watching the world go by. Even though they were all different, Marina, Sheldon, and Stella were the best of friends. The mysterious map. One sunny morning, Marina was exploring the edge of Coral Cove when she spotted something glinting near the old shipwreck. She swam closer and found a golden seashell with strange markings on it. When she picked it up, the shell unfolded like a map. "Sheldon, Stella, come quick," Marina called, her voice bubbling with excitement. Sheldon zoomed over, his tiny fins fluttering. "What is it? What is it?" Stella floated down from her favorite rock, yawning. "Did you find something sparkly again, Marina?"
Marina held up the map.
"Look, it's a treasure map. It leads to something called the golden conch. Whoever finds it gets to make a wish." Sheldon gasped. "A wish?" "I'd wish for a jet-powered shell so I can swim even faster," Stella chuckled. "I'd wish for a cozy hammock made of seaweed, so I can nap anywhere." Marina grinned. "Then, let's go find it together." The adventure begins. The three friends set off on their adventure, following the map's winding path. They swam past fields of swaying kelp, where schools of colorful fish darted in and out like living rainbows. Next, they entered a tunnel of glowing jellyfish, their translucent bodies pulsing with soft blue light. "Wow, it's like swimming through the stars," Marina said, her eyes wide with wonder. Sheldon zoomed ahead, doing loop-de-loops. "Last one to the end of the tunnel is a rotten barnacle." Stella giggled as she floated slowly behind. "I'm not in a hurry. The view is too pretty to rush." As they left the jellyfish tunnel, they came across a sleepy octopus named Oliver. He was curled up in a pile of seashells, counting bubbles as they floated by. "1, 2, 3, za," Oliver mumbled, half asleep. Marina gently tapped his tentacle. "Excuse me, Mr. Octopus. Do you know where the golden conch is?" Oliver blinked his big eyes. "The golden conch? Oh, that's in the Cave of Echoes. But be careful, it's guarded by Krusty the Crab. He's a bit grabby." Sheldon gulped. "Krusty the Crab? That doesn't sound good." Stella patted his fin. "Don't worry, Sheldon. We're a team. We can handle anything." The Cave of Echoes. The friends swam deeper into the ocean, until they reached a dark, spooky cave. The entrance was covered in twisting vines, and the water inside was icy cold. "This must be the Cave of Echoes," Marina whispered. As they swam inside, their voices echoed off the walls. "Echoes. Echoes." Suddenly, a deep, rumbling voice boomed through the cave. "Who dares enter my domain?" Out of the shadows emerged Krusty the Crab. He was enormous, with claws as big as boulders and eyes that glowed like lanterns. Marina swam forward, her heart pounding but her voice steady. "We're sorry to bother you, Mr. Krusty. We're looking for the golden conch. We want to make a wish." Krusty narrowed his eyes. Many have tried to take the conch, but none have passed my test. Are you brave enough?" Sheldon and Stella looked at each other nervously, but Marina nodded. "We'll try." The challenge. Krusty grinned. "Very well. Here's your challenge. Make me laugh." The three friends huddled together. "How are we supposed to make a giant crab laugh?" Sheldon whispered. Stella thought for a moment. "I've got an idea." She whispered her plan, and they all nodded. First, Sheldon zoomed around Krusty in circles, doing silly flips and spins. Then, Stella stuck herself to Krusty's claw and pretended to be a mustache. Finally, Marina told her funniest joke. "Why don't oysters share their pearls?" Because they're shellfish? Krusty stared at them for a moment, and then he burst out laughing. His laughter echoed through the cave, shaking the walls. That was wonderful! You've passed the test. The golden conch is yours. The golden conch, the golden conch. Krusty led them to a glowing pedestal where the golden conch sat, shining like a star. Marina picked it up and held it close. Thank you, Krusty. As they swam out of the cave, Marina turned to her friends. What should we wish for? Sheldon and Stella looked at each other and smiled. We already have everything we need, Stella said. We have each other. Marina nodded. Then let's wish for something that will make the whole ocean happy. She held up the golden conch and said, I wish for Coral Cove to always be filled with laughter and friendship. The conch glowed brightly, and a wave of sparkles spread through the water. From that day on, Coral Cove was the happiest place in the ocean. The fish sang songs, the coral grew brighter, and even Krusty, the crab, became friendlier. A new beginning. Marina, Sheldon, and Stella returned to their favorite spot in Coral Cove, where the sunbeams danced on the water and the waves sang lullabies. That was the best adventure ever, Sheldon said, doing a happy flip. Stella yawned and stretched out on a rock. I think it's time for a nap. Marina smiled as she looked at her friends. I'm so glad we did this together and knows what other adventures are waiting for us. And so the three friends continued to explore the ocean, always ready for the next adventure. Because in Coral Cove, every day was a new story, and every story was filled with laughter, friendship, and a little bit of magic. The end.